Welcome, fellow mythology lovers. Get ready to journey back to a time of gods and legends, where the foundations of the Roman pantheon were set in stone. Today we'll dive deep into the very beginning of the gods, the birth of the divine in Roman mythology. From the primal forces of nature to the mighty deities who shaped the world, the Romans had a unique creation story that is full of power, chaos, and divine beings. So sit back, grab your toga, and let's explore the fascinating origins of the gods of Rome. Before there were gods, there was only chaos. In the beginning, the Romans believed that the universe was in a state of disorder, a void known as chaos. It was a swirling, formless mass where nothing existed but potential. Out of this emptiness arose the first primordial beings, forces of nature that were beyond time or shape. The first of these beings was Gaia, the earth herself. But she wasn't alone. From chaos also emerged Uranus, the sky, Pontus, the sea, and Eros, love, the forces that would mold the very foundations of the world. They were not like the gods we often think of, with human characteristics and personalities. No, these gods were primal, representing raw, unbridled forces that could create or destroy with a single thought. Gaia, the earth, was the first to emerge and, in many ways, the most important. She represented stability, fertility, and the grounding force that held the universe together. From her, the land, mountains, and valleys would spring forth. She was the mother of all life. Everything that would grow on earth owed its existence to her. Uranus, the sky, was her complement. Together, they represented the duality of the universe, earth and sky. Uranus would stretch above, embracing Gaia and shielding her, but their union would not be one of peace. But their relationship was not one of harmony. As earth and sky came together, they gave birth to other mighty beings. From their union came the first generation of titans, including Cronus and Rhea, who would become central figures in the unfolding drama of the gods. But the union between earth and sky was tumultuous. Uranus grew jealous of his children, and to prevent them from gaining power, he imprisoned them deep within Gaia's own womb. This angered Gaia, who began to plan a rebellion, knowing she needed a champion who could rise against Uranus's tyranny. And then, from the deep recesses of the earth, the titan Cronus was born. He would become the first of the new generation of gods, the ones who would challenge the old order. As the universe began to take shape, the primordial gods gave birth to the titans, mighty giants who ruled over the earth and the heavens. These beings were immense, untamable, and their power was unchallenged. For a time, they ruled the cosmos without opposition. Among these titans, Cronus stood as the most significant. His power was unmatched, and he would come to symbolize the very essence of time. But while the titans ruled, their reign would not last forever. They were not the first gods of the universe, but they would become the first gods of order and time. Yet even the mighty Cronus could not escape the fate that awaited all tyrants. Cronus, after emerging from Gaia's womb, began to challenge the heavens. He saw that his father, Uranus, had overpowered Gaia and imprisoned the titans. Furious and determined to overthrow his father, Cronus devised a bold plan. With a sickle, Cronus ambushed Uranus and castrated him, casting his father's severed body parts into the sea. This violent act marked a turning point in the ancient world. Uranus' fall was not without consequence. His blood spilled into the earth, creating new beings from his death. From the blood that touched Gaia, the Furies, spirits of vengeance, and the giants were born. The violent severing of Uranus also gave rise to Aphrodite, the goddess of love, who emerged from the sea, foam created by his blood. The castration of Uranus was not only an act of power, but also a symbolic shift in the natural order, a transition from the rule of primordial forces to a world where beings of personality, will, and ambition would rise. Despite this dramatic shift in power, Cronus' victory would not be the end of the Titans' rule. After seizing power, Cronus, now the supreme ruler, married his sister Rhea. Together, they ushered in an age of prosperity, an era called the Golden Age. It was a time of peace, abundance, and order, one in which there was no war, no strife, and the gods lived in harmony with nature. But Cronus feared that his children would one day rise against him, just as he had done to Uranus. So to prevent his own downfall, Cronus swallowed each of his children as they were born: Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, and Poseidon. One by one, they were swallowed by their father, ensuring that they could not overthrow him. However, one child was destined to escape this cruel fate. Rhea, desperate to save her youngest child, gave birth to Jupiter in secret. She tricked Cronus into swallowing a stone wrapped in swaddling clothes, convincing him that it was the newborn Jupiter. Thus, Jupiter was spared. But the story doesn't end here, not by a long shot. Jupiter, hidden away and raised in secret, would one day return, and when he did, he would bring an end to the reign of Cronus. The time for the Titanomachy, the epic battle for the fate of the gods, was fast approaching. The forces of the old world, the Titans, would soon collide with the new world that Jupiter and his siblings would create. With the future of the gods and the very cosmos at stake, the final showdown between father and son was inevitable. Jupiter would rise, ready to claim his birthright, and with the help of his siblings, the Titans would be overthrown. The fate of the heavens, the earth, and all who lived upon them would rest in the hands of this young god. But what happens next? How does Jupiter take on his father, Cronus, in a battle that will shake the heavens? And which gods will rise and which ones will fall? Tune in next time as we dive into the Titanomachy, the legendary war that will change the course of the world forever. You won't want to miss the explosive battle that marks the end of the Titans and the beginning of the reign of the gods. If you enjoyed this journey through the rise of the Titans, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you won't miss the next part of the story. Join us as we continue to uncover the mysteries of Roman mythology and explore the epic tales of gods, heroes, and legends. See you in the next video.